Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about getting a tattoo. Not just any little tattoo, a relatively large tattoo. So basically I got my Mandala flower done about 2 weeks ago at New Tribe Tattoo and Piercing, which is on Queen and John. In Toronto. My tattoo took around 2 hours and 10 minutes to do. It wasn't that bad. The pain, I guess on a scale from 1 to 10, would be kind of like a 5 in my opinion. It was not bad at all. It was just a bit sore when I got into like the inner rims of my arm. For the process of getting the design that I wanted, I basically went to the store beforehand, paid like a deposit of $20, which is normally what you have to do at any type of tattoo or piercing place. When you get a larger piece, you have to put a down payment, like a deposit on it. So I did that. I picked the guy that I wanted to get my tattoo from. So basically, I researched him. I followed him on Instagram. I was doing all that stuff because I wanted to get a tattoo from someone who did mandalas and knew what they were doing with line work and dotting and all of that stuff, because I didn't want to just go to like any person. So I did my research. Went in and DM'd him on Instagram, and then I got an appointment and he got sketches down for me. So I emailed him all of my photos that I wanted, like inspiration, because they're going to design it from you from scratch. They're not going to get like someone's work done and then just copy it on you. That's not how it works for the most part, right? You want them to originally design something for you, right? So the day of, that's when I chose my tattoo. He had like about 5 options, and I chose the one that I liked the most, which is the one that I got. And he tattooed me. Fun. Healing process for getting tattoos, it was fine like the first couple of days, and after like 2 days, it got really sore. That's when it hurt the most, because like I could really feel it like sore from like the needle. Like at first, I didn't feel anything getting it done, but after, it was kind of like when you work out, you don't really feel it that bad until after the fact. Also, it was started to peel after like day 5, so you have to really moisturize, hydrate that area, and not itch it, because that'll like disturb the ink if you like keep on scratching it and like your skin kind of falls off, if that makes sense. That sounds kind of disgusting, but you don't want to like disturb the ink. You want to make sure it all like heals over, so you don't have to get that much touched up or get it touched up at all. Also, you have to keep it wrapped up for the first like 24 hours. You can't like put anything scented on it, because that really like irritates it even more. But overall, it wasn't a bad experience. It didn't hurt that much. It looks really good now, so I'm really happy about that. The reason that I got this tattoo is because I think that the meaning behind the Mandala flower is very beautiful. It brings positivity. It really has to do with kind of, not my journey of like being more positive and having that, but it's because I really enjoy what it really represents, and I also think it just looks aesthetically, it's beautiful. When I was younger, I used to draw really similar kind of patterns, if that makes any sense. When I would just doodle, and I would draw things like in the pattern of like mandalas, if that makes sense, like the type of dot work and line, which is really fun to think that I was just drawing that randomly, until I saw it like about like 4 years ago, and I planned to get this tattoo. Like I wanted this tattoo I wanted this tattoo for like years. I finally got it, which is like really amazing to think. All the tattoos that I want on my body are more traditional. So I have like an Egyptian evil eye. I have like a Buddhist symbol on my body as well. And I want to keep that kind of theme of like tradition and having something that's like more timeless on my body, because I know when you get tattoos, people get tired of it, or you'll get tired of quotes. You might get tired of like other types of images that you get, but I think that something that's like cultural and something that's like has like a traditional element to it will never go out of style, if that makes any sense. And I know that mandalas now are really trendy, and there's a lot of people who get them and stuff. Like you see them all over like Pinterest, Tumblr, all that stuff. But I think it's really important to know what you're getting on your body, because it's like, imagine someone's asking you about what you're getting and you don't even know any like cultural significance to what you have, that you'll look kind of foolish, if that makes any sense, right? You have to make sure that you know what you at least have tattooed on you, like what the significance of it is. If you get something in another language, make sure you actually know what it means. and you're not getting something that you have no idea what the fuck is on your body. Like, imagine, like, if I got something in Amharic and then someone told me it's Ethiopian language, which I'm gonna get, but obviously I have people in my family who could translate it for me and like know how to like write it, because I can't read or write and I can only speak in that language. But imagine I got something that wasn't accurate on my body. Like, that's actually fucked up. That's so funny. But make sure you know, at least if you're getting something that's like cultural, that you're not just like taking that and not knowing anything about that or not paying homage, if that makes any sense. So that's why I got it. I think that, oh yeah, stigma. Okay, let me talk about stigma from tattoos. Like, honestly, I had like such a dilemma between where to place this tattoo, if I wanted to get it on my ribs or on my arm, because it's kind of larger, right? I wanted a large mandala, and I felt like if I got it on my arm, it's like really visible. Everyone's gonna see it. Like, I can't really hide it. Like, I can hide it if I wear like shirts like that, but I wear tank tops, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be in my everyday wardrobe to hide it, especially in the summer or anything. Like, it's just gonna be out there for everyone to see and everyone to kind of have their opinion, if that makes any sense. So I just like tattoos, and I'm finally like at a point where I'm confident that tattoos aren't gonna like take me back, if that makes any sense. They're not gonna like stigmatize me in that kind of aspect, because I'm in school for media, so I have the privilege to kind of represent like I have the privilege to dress how I want, if that makes any sense. Your brand. Yeah, because I'm my own brand. You, like, in this industry, like in media, you brand yourself. You're that kind. You're your own image. So I'm my own entity. I don't really have to conform like other people would in a more corporate setting, which is really amazing to think. And people like creativity. They like people who are unique. Even on TV, like, I'm now seeing like so many people who are like very heavily tatted, not even just like one, who have like sleeves and everything, like tattoos on their legs, that are still successful and that are still making waves. Can't be stupid about it, because it really does, in a lot of aspects, kind of set you back, if that makes sense. So you need to make sure that you really want it, that you're able to have money and a career still with your tattoos. So when you get any type of tattoo that's like a larger kind of thing, they'll probably charge you per hour, or they'll give you a fixed price on the cost of it. So I basically ended up paying, with tip and everything, $300 for my tattoo, which might sound like a lot, but it's actually not that bad when you think about most shops charge you $150 or more than that per hour that you get it done. And I got mine, and it took about a little bit over 2 hours. So when you think about it that way, it would already be like $300, plus you have to give tip and everything, which is really important. They're an artist, they're putting their time in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really important for you to establish that relationship with your tattoo artist. If that's someone that you want to start and continue to go to, you really want to make sure you're like paying them for their service, and getting everything sorted out with that aspect of the process. So the time, if you pay with cash, you'll just have to pay like that without any tax on it, and then you can give your tip with that. So it kind of is better. Also, oh yeah, it's weird when you get your tattoo and you have it on your body, because it looks like kind of foreign at first. Like, when you first get it done, it's like foreign to you. You're like, what the fuck? You don't really realize that it's like on you, and it's weird. Like, I've been thinking about it more and more. I'm like, shit, this is literally gonna be my body forever. Like, it's now part of my body, and I can't take it back, if that makes sense. And I don't regret it at all. I'm really happy, but it's just weird to think that this is like now a part of me. It's not like an ear piercing or something that I could just take off. It's just like on you forever. So make sure you know what you want. Make sure you save your money to get a tattoo if you're gonna get a more intricate piece and something that's more detailed, because you don't want someone to do it that isn't really experienced, or it's not gonna come out how you want, because then you might have to laser it or cover it up. It's just gonna be too much of a process. You might as well just save a little bit extra money and then get it done, because it's always better to invest your money. And I guess, and also some tattoo shops, you have to make sure that they're doing responsibly, because it's your body, right? And you don't want to like get anything done to you, or you don't want them to half-ass your tattoo and anything like that. So make sure you research the shop and you research all the people, and make sure you know where you're putting your tattoo, because I have mine on my arm, and it's more easy for me to cover up versus if it's on my lower arm or if it's on my hand. And you want to be cautious of that sometimes, depending on what you want to do with your career, right? I know if you're trying to be a doctor, be in medicine, anything like that, they don't really want you to have any visible tattoos, which is really annoying. But you kind of want to be cautious of that, because it's like, at the end of the day, you can't change that, and it might be really annoying to have to cover it up, or maybe if you can't cover it up, if it's like on your hand or your neck. So you need to make sure that it's not gonna penalize you like heavily, if that makes any sense. There's always gonna be a stigma towards tattoos no matter what you do, but you have to make sure that you're not like kind of fucking yourself over if you get like a hand tattoo and you're trying to be a fucking dentist or like you're trying to be, you know, a doctor, because that plays a factor. The fact that I went by myself, because it's kind of like you're listening to the music, like I had music with me, so I was listening to that, and you're just kind of chilling out, relaxing, versus like trying to upkeep a conversation with someone when you're getting your tattoo, because it'll be awkward if you're not talking. Do you know what I'm saying? It's easier to just relax and like have the tattoo, like have the process of getting it, just like chilling out. If you're getting like a longer tattoo. My first one I got it with my friend, which is fine because it only took like 20 minutes. I'm looking at this. Yo, were you looking at the like thing? With the mirror?
Because then he sits down the Blue Jays hat and he's just like looking at you.
Oh. Like giving you some like motivation. He's like, you can make it. You can do it.
Yeah, you got this.
The second one obviously took more than 2 hours, so that'd be really hard for you to upkeep that, keep on talking. You might be moving a little bit too. You don't want to like fuck up your arm or whatever that you're getting tattooed if you're talking and you're moving, if that makes sense. So getting it done alone is also pretty nice, unless you want someone to record it or something. You just have to ask them and they'll be like happy to let you like record the process of you getting your tattoo done. And yeah, that's my experience with getting my tattoo. So I'll insert clips showing my piece. So, if you want me to do a piercing one, because I have quite a bit of piercings, I might get my nipple pierced, so maybe I'll record me doing that. Or bring someone who has their nipple pierced if you want to know what that's like. Because I have a homie. She's not going to show you her boob, but she'll just tell you the experience. Subscribe. I'll catch you later. Deuces.